Good morning, good morning, good morning on Instagram. Good morning on YouTube. Good morning. And of course, good morning to our mastermind team, our mastermind group right here on Zoom today. Let's see. We have so much going on today. Let me hit some of the things that need to be hit so that we have it all flowing and going. Today's topic is one that as we move along through our year of presentations, we try to develop uh, ideas and thoughts that can help us as we go through the year. And so today's topic, which is Success Mentorship Class number 411, is from vision to action. And the thought is this, that no matter what happens at the beginning of every new year, the new year, like, is more than just a date on the calendar. It's a psychological, it's a spiritual reset point. People make what do you call them, resolutions, and set goals and write them out. And it's a season where people really dare. And when I say dare, they dare to imagine their lives bigger and better and more incredible than ever before. The amazing thing, though, is 2 months later, by the end of February, many people have no idea what their resolutions were. Many of them who wrote their goals down can't find the document they wrote the goal in. And somehow there's that tendency to drop back into whatever we used to do. So we're going to be talking about how to get around that, how to get over that, and how to change that. For those of you online, this is Dr. Herbert Harrison. Our website is www.herbertharris.com. And I invite you to check it out. We have some incredible courses there, our New You for the New Year home study course. But we also have a book a call where you can book a complimentary success call. Sometimes one call can make all the difference in your life to give you what you need to make that one change, that one decision that can transform everything. So let us do our meditation so that we can get centered and prepared to move to this next level. Let's sit straight up in our seats. Put our feet flat upon the floor. Today, let's put our hands palm up, because today I want us to be open and receptive to some power tools that can give you everything you need to be whatever you want to be. As you close your outer eyes, open your inner eyes. Take a deep breath and hold it. Let it out slowly. Take a deep breath and hold it. Let it out slow. And in this space of peace and relaxation, I am at peace with myself. Let us affirm that. I am at peace with myself. Just let that peace sink in. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And in this state of peace and relaxation, my mind is open, receptive, and ready to learn. Let us affirm this together. My mind is open, receptive, and ready to learn. Just let that sink in. Take a deep breath. Let it out slow. And so it is. This morning, this day, there's a quote I love to bring a quote into what we're talking about, because somehow quotes have a way of capturing, I guess, something very, very special. They have a way of capturing an idea that really sets the tone. And Nelson Mandela said something extremely powerful. He said this: vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes time. Vision with action can change the world. Wow. And he certainly did that. So this morning, this topic, this idea of from vision to action, which is Success Mentorship class number 411, is designed to help you move from that point of being excited about this great new year, of being just open and receptive to all the things you wrote down on your papers, but to sustain you beyond that initial era, that initial experience of excitement. This is the time of year we see better health. We see positive action. We see a deep commitment to our purpose. We see stronger finances. We see better relationships, a more fulfilling life. One of my affirmations that I love every day is to say, today is the most magnificent day of my life. Health, wealth, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money come to me in great abundance. You know, as we begin to program our lives on a daily basis, our lives begin to conform to the very program that we're laying out. And so when we look at this idea of vision is like a seed. The scripture says, where there's no vision, the people perish. Most people don't fail because of lack of vision. They fail because of lack of action. But action without vision is just an activity. You're just blowing in the wind. And so the thought is this: the power that we have to create this year and make this year our year for great success is to be able to have first a powerful vision, and then to convert that vision into reality through action. And this requires a number of things. Vision without action is just inspiration. Action without discipline is inconsistency. And discipline without persistence is short-lived progress. And so now when we think about this idea of vision to action, there are a lot of moving parts here. Because number one, your vision, as the scripture says, write the vision, make it plain upon tablets. Your vision is based on your imagination. And so the reason that we are able to grow over the year is because we can see beyond our present situation, our present circumstances, to see something that does not exist at this present moment. If we look at the term faith, faith is described as faith is the substance of things hoped for. So you can have faith that you want to be, do, and have anything. I know that if you're up at 8 o'clock in the morning, on a Saturday morning, you absolutely have faith in something that you want to be, do, and have. So faith is the substance of things hoped for. But the other half of that definition is it is the evidence of things not seen. So faith is the ability to move towards your goal, towards your vision, even though you don't see any manifestation of it. It's an internal force inside you based on your desire, and that desire is based on your vision and how you see yourself in that vision. Your vision is unlimited because your vision is based on your imagination. One of the reasons that we always recommend it to go out into the world, to get exposure, to get experience, to read. This year should be your year to engage upon a great learning experience where you're reading, where you're attending seminars, where you're meeting new people. Because the more that you can have in your knowledge base, the more that you can see, the more that you can be, the more that you can experience, gives your imagination a higher level to operate on. So once you've seen the pyramids in Egypt, for example, you may say, wow, I'd like to see the Great Wall of China. I'd like to see a wall that people built that's nearly 3,000 miles long. A wall so long you can see it from the satellites. I'd like to see that. And so this idea of exposure and growth is critical for this year. So this should be our year to learn more, to see more, to get greater experiences, to go out into the world and interact and meet new people. So how do we do this? How do we convert the vision into action? Let's look at 4 keys. Number 1, vision itself. Vision gives you clarity. With clarity, you can have a direction. We have a GPS in life. I call it a global positioning satellite, global positioning system. I call it your success GPS. Mm-hmm. And the thing about your success GPS is just like the GPS in your car. It requires 2 coordinates. It requires a destination and it requires a location. This year, your vision, put some time now, we're right at the beginning of the year, put some time into seeing your vision clearly, into writing it down, into massaging it until it's something that's really tangible for you. It can't be just vague stuff. So the vision is not about vague hope. The vision is about clarity with intention. So see the person you want to be, looking the way you want to look, doing the things you desire. See the feelings you want to have of courage and victory and just love and greatness. See the habits that you develop that support everything you want to do, that support everything you want to be, that support everything you want to have. And see relationships. See yourself this year surrounded by people who love you and who uplift you and who believe in you. Wow. When you can do that, that vision now becomes so real that you can actually get excited about it. If you don't know where you're going, any road will do. And the interesting thing about the roads of life, if you don't give your life direction, your life tends to go in cycles. If you don't know the road that you're on, you'll find that you keep repeating some of the same mistakes, repeating some of the bad relationships, repeating experiences that you didn't like, but yet you have them again. There's some people that go from relationship to relationship. I call them serial lovers. Okay, they're serial entrepreneurs. They're people who go from business to business, and job to job. And why? Because they don't have a vision of being anywhere else. Vision answers 3 very critical questions. Your vision. Number 1, what do I truly want? Not what my mom told me I should want, not what my friends say I should want, not what my culture says I should want, but what you really want inside. Something you love doing, something you're good at, something that you would do for nothing, something that brings you joy. Second question, why does it matter? Why does it matter that you achieve this particular thing? I know this is a great year. Many of us now have these creative projects, writing projects, business projects, spiritual and personal growth projects. Well, the vision is good, but why does it matter? Your why is so critical because the why is what you see when you put yourself in the picture of your vision. So when you see yourself happy, why am I happy? I'm happy now because I've solved the riddle of survival. I know many of us find that when the money is funny, life is not. If your money is funny, you'll find that finances cause us so much stress. And finances are really under our control. We have the power to manage and handle our finances so that we have everything we need. The allegory of the prodigal son, that when he was in the pig pen of life where he lost everything, that when he changed his thinking and said, I don't belong here, that I am a good person, I come from a good family, let me go back to my source, my family, and everything will be all right. Well, that's the same with us. That whatever our situation right now, one of our great realizations is if it's not good, you don't deserve this. You only deserve good things, positive things, uplifting things. And so why does it matter to see that vision of yourself and get that deep, deep connection with it? As a speaker, when you see that stage, when you see yourself walk out on that stage and there are 10,000 people, and as you begin to walk on the stage, your theme song, whatever it may be, my theme song when I speak is I believe I can fly. And you feel that thing inside. And when you walk out, there's that nervousness, that moment. And then you step out, and as soon as you see that big audience, you take a deep breath and like, I got this. Well, that feeling, that's the feeling you want to capture about each and everything you want to be, do, and have. Because that's the feeling that will be the fire that will help you fly. And then the third question you must ask is, who must I become to achieve that? To be able to walk out on that stage with 10,000 people, who must I become? I must become a confident person. I must become a knowledgeable person. I must become a skilled person. And you see, once you see the person that you must become to achieve the things you desire, it literally sets up a vibration that makes it automatically happen. Let me just warn you one thing, though, is as you're going through this process of what I want, why it matters, and who I must become to achieve it, don't be concerned about the how. See, the how is like a brick in your shoe, a rock in your shoe. When you have a rock in your shoe, you can't walk very far. It makes you just uncomfortable. And so don't worry about the how. You focus on that vision and the feeling that it creates inside, and nothing is impossible. You see, with your vision, the only limitation in life is your own imagination. If you can have the vision, the creative principle of life says there's no vision without a provision. Tesla was an incredible inventor. He was very different from Edison. Edison was a trial and error inventor. When he talks about how long it took to find the filament for the light bulb, as he said, I've failed. He said, I've never failed. I've successfully identified 3,000 ways that will not work. Tesla was one who operated from imagination. Once he could see the device that he wanted to create in his imagination, once he could see it in his mind's eye, he did that in his sleep state, in his dream state. Then when he woke up, it's all about creating what he had already seen in his vision, in his imagination. And that's the same with us. As we develop our imagination and use it to create a vision of ourselves that we want to be, do, and have, it begins to manifest in our lives automatically. See, vision alone does not move the needle, though. Vision only works when it becomes a reference point for daily decisions. And let me tell you about this now. Vision works when it becomes a reference point for daily decisions, because it is the daily decisions that keep you on the path to the vision. And so every result that you experience in life will depend on what you focus on. So this thought now of this vision, this is critical. Whatever you can see in your mind's eye, you can manifest in your life. If the vision is unclear, the results will be unclear also. So step one, to spend some time getting that vision and getting into the feeling of the vision. Step two, action. As Mandela said, if you don't take action on your vision, you're just having fun. Action is where your vision leaves the imagination state and enters the real world. Action is what moves. Action is the bridge between vision and results. Many people wait to get confidence before taking action. Okay, sometimes folks will be so afraid of failure that they do nothing. But if you take action, little step at a time, you'll develop the confidence that will help you overcome the failure. But there are three things, there are three barriers to this action. And these are, this is our new book. It's called Life Lessons for Your Success. It's available now on Amazon. I'm going to put the link in there. But this book, as a matter of fact, one of the co-writers is on here, Cynthia Henderson. But this book takes some of these impediments that keep you from doing, being, and having all you desire and help you put it into perspective. Volume 1 deals with three things: self-doubt, lack of focus, and procrastination. So the moment you decide to do something, there's a part of you that can block your way in converting vision into action. Number one is self-doubt. Self-doubt, let's say it like this: self-doubt will take you out. Self-doubt will make you unsure of yourself. And there's a whole section here on self-doubt where we talk about the idea that self-doubt keeps you from doing what you need to do. I'll read this from page 51. Self-doubt is an experience that happens to most of us at some point in our lives. It is a feeling of insecurity, that we are not good enough, that we don't have what it takes to accomplish a particular outcome. When making decisions, self-doubt can creep in, making us unsure of ourselves or questioning whether we are doing what we should be doing to get the results that we desire. So self-doubt is something you got to overcome. We can work on that. Chapter 2 of the new book has a whole treatment of how to overcome self-doubt. This idea, 10 keys to overcome self-doubt, is a powerful thought because it now gives you the tools, or step-by-step tools, to now help you convert your vision into reality and stop blocking your actions. Second block is lack of focus. I've seen so many people have great ideas, great visions, and they are so committed to that vision, they start at it. But then every little distraction comes along. Everything that happens pulls them on other people's problems, some of their own shortcomings. So lack of focus is critical because whatever you focus on grows. And if you let things take your focus away from your vision, you never get the energy, the strength, the vibration, the power to make it manifest. It's always about a transference of energy. When you want something that badly, that deep in your desire, you create a vibration. But when you lose focus, that energy is divided. Many times on our success journey, we'll get distracted by shiny things. So one commitment we must have as we go making this year our year for greatness is keep the main thing the main thing. To always be focused on what you want. What you focus on grows. What you focus on, you energize. What you energize, you realize. The third block that keeps you from acting on your vision is procrastination. Woo! Procrastination is the thief of dreams. Victor Khayyam said, procrastination is opportunity's assassin. In the Life Lessons for Your Success, Chapter 3, How to Overcome Procrastination, is, you might say, the cure-all. Because procrastination gives you the, procrastination undermines the power of now. And procrastination is so insidious. We spend a lot of time on procrastination because we want to go into some of the thoughts of how procrastination can slow us down, how it can make us think we're doing something when we're not. Procrastination can make you spend dollar time on penny jobs. So it looks like you're working, but you're not getting the maximum results. So action is what makes the difference. And one very important point, action does not require perfection. It only requires engagement. In other words, don't worry about whether you're good at it, just do something. Someone once said, you miss 100% of all the shots you don't take. Michael Jordan said that 29 times he had been entrusted with that winning shot, and he missed. He said, but it's because he keeps shooting that he's great. So action requires just those little things. It might be one more phone call. Many of us in marketing, network marketing, and that one more call to get that one person that wants what you have to sell. One more page written. Many of us on this call and online are writing a book about our lives or about something in which we have some expertise. Well, it's one more page. Go one more time. One more workout. You know, at the beginning of the year, we all talk about how we want to lose weight and look better. Well, one more workout. One more walk around the block. One more rep. It might be one more conversation. I was talking with my daughter the other day, and I was telling her that in selecting the people you talk to, I was telling her, I said, I'd rather get a no from somebody who has the power to make my yes a reality than get a yes from somebody who can't do anything. So who is that person that can make all the difference on this journey that you have, on these goals that you have for this year? Action is critical because it creates feedback. When you take action and it doesn't work out the way you thought it would, then that's a lesson. You learn your way to success. Action is confirmation that you deserve what you want, what you say you want. Action is faith. Let's say this. Faith is applied action. So whatever you have faith in doing, whatever you want to accomplish, your action, your steps are what make it happen. But action alone is not enough. Random action creates random results. Third key, discipline. Consistency creates results. Discipline is probably one of the most understood characteristics because it's not about a restriction, what you will not do. Discipline is really self-respect in motion. When you are disciplined about what you eat, disciplined about how you use your time, disciplined about the relationships you engage in, disciplined about all the things that you be, do, or have, it gives you the focus. See, focus requires discipline. And so therefore, discipline is faith in action. Someone once said, Doc, are you a motivational speaker? I said, no, I'm not. What do you do? I said, I'm a transformational speaker. Motivational speakers are good. I'm not knocking it. But motivation is like a shower on a Saturday, a hot shower. And I mean, you may stay in that shower for an hour, but Monday or Tuesday, you're going to need another one. So motivation is temporary, but discipline is intentional and reliable. Discipline helps you establish habits, and habits are the foundation of success. Your success depends on the habits you create. Those habits are writing out your plan the night before, of scheduling your activities, of always doing the most important things first. Motivation says, I feel like it. Discipline says, I'm committed to it. If action starts the journey, discipline determines whether you stay on the path. There are many times you want to quit. There are many times you want to like, this is not for me. But discipline says, hang in there. Keep your eye on the prize. And finally, number 4, as we convert vision into reality through action. The 4th is persistence. Persistence is really about discipline over time. It's not that you do 100 push-ups today and nothing for the next 2 weeks. Persistence is discipline over time. It says do 10 push-ups every day for 10 days. And you get better results than doing 100 push-ups today or 10 days from now. Most breakthroughs happen after discouragement sets in. When you listen to success stories, they'll often tell you how they were like getting ready to quit. They were getting ready to throw in the towel. And then they got that next phone call that made all the difference. I was listening to television the other day, and an actress was saying how her career seemed to be going nowhere. She was doing videos, she was going to auditions, and she was doing all those things. And then, the people around you can tell you, girl, you better get a real job. This acting stuff, you don't have what it takes. And then they hit her with the real bomb. Like, you're too old. You're almost 40 years old. Okay? You're too old to start. And just that day when she was ready to throw in the towel, she got that phone call. She had exactly what some producer was looking for. And so persistence is what makes you hang in there. Persistence is the refusal to abandon the vision. When it says hold fast the vision, persistence is that thing that keeps you focused on the vision to get desired results. So persistence is what keeps you going when stuff goes slow. Persistence is what keeps you going when the obstacles appear. Persistence is what keeps you going when that self-doubt begins to creep in and undermine you. Persistence doesn't mean stubborn. It just means being adaptable. To figure out always how to get around it, how to never surrender. Sometimes you win by playing dead. When the rumble in the jungle, Ali won by taking a heck of a beating, by letting George Foreman punch himself out. So when we put this all together today with our theme, from vision to action, this is your power that you can use now. Vision shows you the destination, what you want to be, do, or have. Action gets you started on the path where you overcome self-doubt, where you overcome lack of focus, where you act in the now and overcome procrastination. Discipline keeps you aligned. Discipline keeps you focused on the prize. Discipline keeps you going and seeing it over and over and over and remembering that feeling whenever times gets tough. But persistence guarantees results. Persistence guarantees that you'll make the final step to make the journey in. Persistence is what takes you there. The scripture says, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened, ask and it shall be answered, but it doesn't say how long. You do it until you get it. And so that's our message for today, folks, that you have the ability to create, make this year your year for outrageous for success by having that vision, by seeing it clearly, by acting on it immediately, by being disciplined in your action, and by being committed to hang in there, to do whatever it takes, for as long as it takes to achieve your goals. When you can do this, nothing is impossible. You can truly be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have anything you desire, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Let's just take a deep breath for a moment. Let it out. Thank you so much for being with us today on Instagram, on YouTube. I invite you to go to our website, herbertharris.com, www.herbertharris.com, and you'll see a book or call. Schedule a success consultation. Let's talk about it. Maybe we can help. Maybe you can have that one answer that can get you where you want to go. Also, check out our New You for the New Year home study course. In order to execute your vision, you need plans, you need tools. And the New You for the New Year home study course it's on our website. So thank you so much for being with us. Always remember this: you can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have anything you desire, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. By the way, don't forget our new book, Life Lessons for Your Success, is on Amazon right now by Dr. Herbert Harris. This book can transform your life forever. So thank you so much. Now we'll have our mastermind group